Never say never. Opie and Anthony are living proof of that. The shock jocks who got the boot from free radio after one of their raunchy stunts are now returning to the morning drive. It is a prime spot once belonging to Howard Stern. Fox 5's Karen Hepp has their story.
Guess who's back behind the mic on free radio? Opie and Anthony, and guess where they're sitting? Right here in Howard Stern's old chair.
A couple of evil spirits need to be exorcised, but it was surreal to sit in his seat and do a show today.
Opie and Anthony never quite got along with the king of all media, so they've made some plans for Howard's old things.
Well, we want to play Howard baseball on Wednesday. We're trying to collect some old stuff that might be laying around here that used to be his and have a little game called Howard Baseball.
Filling Howard's chair is not easy. Just ask David Lee Roth, who was dumped on Friday. Opie and Anthony are a dynamic duo, and they've got a history of success, but that's also their problem.
You guys are known to, obviously, for your antics, for everything. How are you going to keep it in the parameters back on terrestrial radio again?
We don't know. We'll screw this up too. Let's be honest, everybody. We're just hoping to last a few years. You are now looking at file footage for when we get fired. That's right.
And they've been fired a time or two, most notoriously for the infamous St. Patrick's Cathedral scandal, when a couple called in having sex inside of it, just feet from worshipers. An outraged public demanded their heads, and William Donahue, the president of the Catholic League, led the charge.
Anthony called me up the other day and said, look, we want to start up, have a fresh start, and if the Catholic Church believes in anything, it believes in forgiveness. So I'm moving on, and I hope the rest of the country will too.
The terrible twosome is contrite, and they say they've grown in the past 4 years.
We knew we made a mistake. I mean, the second the button was plunked down and the phone call was taken, we knew it was an error. And we knew we were going to be fired for it. Yeah.
Beginning on Wednesday, they'll be assaulting the airwaves once again right here in New York and 6 other cities. Many can't wait.
I think they're funny. It's interesting. You gotta have something to listen to on the radio.
So what's the plan to keep them in between those lines? They will be censored when they're out on free radio from 6 to 9 o'clock, but they will also be aired uncensored on satellite radio during those same hours. Plus, there'll be 2 more bonus hours just on XM from 9 to 11 o'clock. From their news studios, I'm Karen Hepp, Fox 5 News.
All right, get ready to sound off. Opie and Anthony are headed back to free radio to replace Howard Stern. But we want to know from you, do you think anybody can really replace Howard? All right, email us at talktofox5@fox5ny.com, and we're going to read some of your emails on the air a little bit later in this broadcast.
All right, now